How do you convince a husband who thinks that church is a scam because he has witnessed it? So because of that, he refuses to go to church. Meanwhile, you have been praying for God to arrest him. How do you convince a husband who thinks that church is a scam? Because he has witnessed it, maybe personal experience or so, and he refuses to go to church. And you have been praying to God to arrest him.
Pastor Kingsley, that one is for you. That one has your name on it.
All right. So again, when it comes to Q&A, we don't have a full perspective of what is really going on. We don't have the full context. The issue is that, is he a believer that doesn't believe in church, or is he an unbeliever that does not believe in church? So that's one thing. Secondly, did you marry him like this and now want to change him? Or has he always been somebody that didn't, or that used to believe in church and now no more believes? Whichever case, scripture spoke to things like this in the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3. It said, if you are married and your husband does not obey the word, it said, you who are spiritual, use your own behavior. Let the benefits of church start showing in your own life. He said that's the best way to convince him. You usually cannot make somebody do something they don't want to do, but you can influence them to start seeing the benefits of church. So hope church is showing in your life. If church is showing in your life, sooner or later, the effects of church, sooner or later, they will start seeing the benefits. So pray and live the life that, represents your church well. Sometimes what we have discovered where the woman is the one that is spiritual and the man is not, and the man is refusing to come to church, is because the woman's Christianity is not really showing. She's still abusive, disrespectful. She has self-righteousness. She feels superior spiritually, condescending. So men's reaction to what they don't understand or don't like is very different from a woman's own. A woman will try to fix things. A man will run away. So he will just disconnect from church. So live the life and pray. That's what I advise to do. And leave it to God. Don't be impatient and don't try to change him. You can't change him. And sometimes men even resist change when they know you are trying to change them. So you need to love him the way he is. Let him feel honored and loved. That will soften his heart more than anything. I don't know if most of you have heard of the man called Smith Wigglesworth, one of the biggest apostles of faith that ever lived. His wife got saved before him, and the wife will be going to church, and he would tell her, you are not going to church. And she will say, no, you are my husband, but you are not my Lord. I need to honor the Lord. And she will go to church. And they lived in the UK, and he will lock her out in the cold, and she will sleep outside in that cold. And the next morning, he will open the door, she will enter, greet him well, and ask him what he wants to have for breakfast. Yes. And she did that consistently, and his heart began to melt. And eventually he became saved and became one of the greatest men of God that ever lived. If it was many women that I know. So stop using your power, live the life and pray. That's what I advise, yes.